Hi everybody, I'm Sinead Norton and I'm the founder of Mums at Work, and I'm chatting here today with one of my favourite VIP members, Briana. And how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Sinead. Thanks for having me on. I'm very glad to be here.
So tell us all about you.
About me, that's probably the hardest question, isn't it? I am obviously not from Northern Ireland, given the accent. I'm Canadian, but my parents are Northern Irish, so I've been back and forth quite a lot in my time, in my life. And I'm not going to say that I met a man and got married and then I stayed in Northern Ireland, but that's what happened. That's what happened. And now I'm running my own business here. I'm a mom of one, and she is two, and she is delightful.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's funny the way life works out and where you end up. But the world is such a small place now. You know, it doesn't really matter. I don't think.
Not as much.
No, and so
Except for the sun, except for the sunshine. It matters for that.
well, it matters right now because we have terrible weather. I agree. So, tell me about your business. So you run your own business from home.
I run my own business. My business is Briana McAteer Coaching, and I coach women to heal their relationship with food so that they can stop binge and emotional eating. And I am a certified nutrition and lifestyle coach and personal trainer. And I came to this work because of my own relationship with food. I was there was a lot of stress and anxiety and guilt about when I was eating and how much I was eating. And, I did all the things that you're supposed to do and tried to stick to all the things. And I was calorie counting before my Fitness Pal existed. And I was very, very, very hard on myself for the way that I ate. And so there was a day that, of course, carbs were bad and I wasn't eating carbs because they made you fat. But I ate a sandwich. I caved and I ate a sandwich. And by the end of that day, I was so exceptionally hard on myself that you would have thought that I had just went out and killed somebody's dog intentionally, that I felt so bad. And at that moment, I was realizing that this is not right. Nobody should feel this bad for eating a sandwich. So I decided that I didn't know what I was going to do then. I was going to do something different. It turns out that I learned how to heal my relationship with food, and I did it in a different way than all of the books and all of the gurus tell you to do. And I did it by healing my relationship with myself, and how I spoke to myself and how I thought about myself and my beliefs about myself and how I managed my emotions. So that is what I did. And now I live a life where food is just food. I have no emotional attachment to it. I don't use it to emotionally eat. And now I help women do the same thing.
I think that's brilliant. As mummies and as women, sometimes we put ourselves last. And I think, we don't focus enough on what makes us feel good. And I can certainly understand that maybe a lot of women don't eat properly, and then they overcompensate, or things happen and they may not be eating correctly for them. And, I think what you do is brilliant.
Yeah, like being a mom is.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say being a mom is hard. It's hard if you have one or seven. I can't imagine seven. And a lot, like every woman so far that's come to me is a mom, and she's a mom who's overwhelmed being a mom because it's hard. And the thing that she says is, like, when she's putting the baby down for sleep or putting the kids down to bed, the only thing she's thinking about is when can I eat the chocolate once they're gone to bed. And so those are exactly the things that I help women with, is learning how to deal with the realities of life and be able to manage your emotions and your minds amongst the reality of our lives, which is often very busy, so that you don't need to turn to food to manage your emotions.
Yeah, that's great. And you've got a group as well, don't you, Briana?
I do. I have a private Facebook group, and it has recently reached 80 people, which I'm delighted about, very excited about, because that's 80 women who have decided that they are ready to do something different with their relationship with food, to get off the diet hamster wheel and to start taking care of themselves. So it's called the Food Freedom Tribe, and that is obviously on Facebook, and I am in there live every week teaching on some sort of topic to do with this.
Yeah, that's great. I will find the link for that and put it into the post as well, so that we can tell people where to go. And you're online as well on Facebook and Instagram, aren't you?
I am. I'm on Briana McAteer Coaching on both Facebook and Instagram. And later this month, inside my group, I'm going to be doing a deep dive free masterclass for anybody, and it's going to be titled How to Eat Without Stress, Guilt, or Shame, because that's what comes up for my women so much. Obviously something I struggled with, and it is just a world of freedom when you can get to a place where you can eat and just move on with the rest of your life.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if we get a handle on eating and a handle on time management? Our life would be sorted out altogether, wouldn't it?
It would be amazing.
It would be. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. It's been great to speak to you. Do you know, I just find it amazing that, you know, we can speak here from Macrofelt to where you are down in Enniskillen, and that you originally were from Canada, and that the world is a small place, but that we can help people all over the place, you know, with different things. And if you're a Mums at Work member who also wants to do an interview, please feel free to contact me.